live here. One second. Just looking some things up. What the heck am I doing here? This thing will. About to go on a little drive here. What is that? Oh, that's this thing here. See how I can. Give me 1 second. Right, that's about good there. Go on a little drive. 1 second. We've got people coming in already. Got people coming in already. It's pretty cool. One second here. It's pretty cool that I can see the freaking I can see cars driving in. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Type something in the chat so you can hear me. This is my day one. Usually on my day ones, I have a long drive to get in because we're coming from. I leave first and wife leaves second, but I go straight into work. So usually my long drive for day one, and I'm testing out this suction device that I have to see how good it works. Um, it said it hooked onto the dashboard really well, but when I first used it, it didn't work really well. Usually when we were coming up. Now I'm going to try it again going down just to see how good it works. You can hear me. Oh, snap. My brother came on. It's going to be a long drive. Hi, boo. I can't believe you came on. The RV is back at the house. We're going on the long drive now. The vacation is in about a week where we go to Texas. I had to prep the RV this weekend. We didn't go away this weekend. We stayed at home and relaxed in the house. And we prepped the RV for travel. Still have to do our checklists, but like food wise, we prepped the RV. Hello, Luce. Luce. Yes. Hello, hello. We good morning. How are you? Good morning. We prepped the rig just to go. Usually, what we do when we're prepping the rig is that we're buying food, snacks. We make sure we have enough. I don't even know what it's called. Utensils, not utensils. Whatever it's called, like cups, plates, the plastic and paper stuff. So when we're driving down and we're boondocking, we don't have to use that much water. So we travel with the least amount of things possible. But we still have to do our final prep, and that will be done the day that we leave, where I check the tires, I check to see if all of the lights are working, all the connections are done. Uh, we fill up with gas, and when we take our long trips, we fill up with the canisters too, the portable gas canisters, just in case we get stuck somewhere and we need to refill. So we always have that. We take an extra propane tank on the road. We used the propane the last winter camping trip we did, but we didn't use that much of it. No, we only cut it on for like a few hours, and 20-pound bottle propane tank will last you nearly 3 or 4 days. And we only used it for a couple hours, and we cooked with it too. So it's probably more than half full. So it would be more than sufficient enough to get us to Texas, and probably for the week if Texas is not cold. One of my friends told me that Texas was about 30 degrees. Said it was about 30 degrees, so it was like 35. It's above freezing, so we won't need to use the propane furnace if it's above freezing. We use the electric heaters to keep everything comfortable inside. And comfortable for us is about, what the heck is this car doing? He just came out very slow, like no one was behind him. But he has that car that I want, the X6. I love that car. Maybe my next car, probably when I have like a year left to work, I'll get that car. What the hell? What was that? Yeah, like when I have a year left to work, then I'll think about getting that car. It's one of the best ones. The BMW, the X6. I was gonna get that one before I got this one, but I beat the cars up too much for me to get that one just as a retirement car. But it's on the list. I have 3 years left until I retire, so that's one of the cars on my radar. That BMW X6. Also, like the what is it? This is the 4 Series. I forget the number of it, but it's the one with the big grill. They just remodeled it. That's on my list too. Can't go camping with that. That's off limits, but I would like to. Driving in a Camaro now doesn't handle too well in the snow, but it is what it is. I manage. You know, growing up in the city, we ain't know too much. I ain't know too much about switching cars, switching tires, snow tires, 4-wheel drive. You know, if you had a car, you just drove it. They get a Range Rover. That's pretty nice too. And you can tow with those bad boys. That's more of like the family route car, the Range Rover. Some of my friends have those. But if I was to get the Range Rover, it would be something to tow with. But man, Anita, we're discussing the the next tow vehicle and the next travel trailer or fifth wheel or Class A that we were going to get. And she wants a fifth wheel, which has to hook up to a truck, or she wants what's the other one called? A Class A. That one is the bus one. She's looking at that. And I saw some that was like fairly nice price. You know, I wouldn't get one that's brand new, but I'll get like a used one because like if anything, I'm finding out with this travel trailer that we bought that brand new comes with more problems than used. So I'm trying to get something that's fairly new because I can fix it up. Like things that break, I'm able to fix it. Hey, you guys in the room, check out Winston. He's a singer, so he can do anything for your channel. You can hit him up. You always love the opportunity to collaborate with other YouTube artists. It's very good. So check them out. I encourage all you guys to check out each other's channel and make sure you hit the subscribe button uh, so that you guys can stay relevant on updated material that each other posts. I post a lot too. I try to post every 3 days. And my wife, she just bought me the MacBook. So what I realized with the MacBook is that or you can do it with most computers, is that I can upload material, and the material I upload to YouTube, it can schedule the dates for it to be broadcasting or made available to the public. I thought that was really cool because it freed up a lot of data that I had stored on my phone. Because after these videos are uploaded to YouTube, and I'm making new videos and I want to address older videos, everything is already on YouTube. I think that's great. So I don't have to use that data on my phone. Pretty awesome. And I'm learning from other people's accounts, from other lives that I've been watching, um, how to do things. So this is just another way of getting closer with the community, doing these live broadcasts. Yet this one's going to be a long one because I'm taking you guys with me. Probably once a week or twice a week when I have to make these long drives. I usually drive by myself, but if I have like a small audience, that's a little bit better. Sometimes my wife comes in, sometimes my mom comes in, sometimes my brother comes in. I just saw a message pop up there. I didn't see it, I didn't catch it in time. My eyes on the road. But, uh, oh, that's bruh. Bruh! What's going on? My man. Yeah, check out his channel. He's like a superstar with his content. It looks very, very nice. It looks like a series. They're going there. I'm like, oh man, they had one at a Sonic, and they were getting like a drink and a cheese toasty. Still remember that. That thing was like, it was like a masterpiece in the works. I said, man, I gotta get some tips from him. His family, that thing was really nice. A lot of you guys have really great channels that I like to watch. You get nice tips and things from other channels too, like recipes and just different ideas how to do different videos. You know, things are like really, really good. I was doing that. But somebody got pulled over. I don't get pulled over. If I get pulled over, I'm throwing a shirt or something over that camera. That's probably prime time content there. Guys, remember if you're doing this, you always have to do it in a way where it's safe, where you're not distracted. You know, you put the camera in a place where it's not going to obstruct your vision. Like where I have it, it's not obstructing my vision. You know, I can see the road clearly. I can see everything around me, and I'm just talking. So it's like, it's really cool. Oh, thank you, bro. I'll be safe as I can, safe as I can. I work on the road. I'm always on the road. So it's like my entire day I'm in the road. I go into the office for a little, but my entire day I'm on the road in a vehicle. I'm not perfect, you know, but this is where I spend most of my day. Thank God, you know, the drives are comfortable. You should have saw me yesterday. I was on the road with the family. My wife had a doctor's appointment, and it was crazy because I usually don't go in because of the COVID restrictions. So a lot of people they can't get in. All right, brother, I see you soon. A lot of restrictions, so you can't get in. So I'll drive my wife, be at the kids. We'll just stay in the car, relax it, As you'll see, we just have on like sweaters, shirts, and keep the car warm. And you guys can check out the video of entertaining children while towing or while traveling. And we had tried to make the inside of our family vehicles, the family vehicles are tow vehicles. We try to make that as comfortable as possible. So everyone was there engaging in everything, and we just had fun. And after a couple, I don't want to say hours, after like maybe a half an hour or maybe 20 minutes, we found some movies on Netflix, some Christmas movies, and we sat there and watched Christmas movies. My wife was in the doctor's for about 45 minutes to an hour. And it was crazy because, like, in the city, they have like these restrictions where they only allow a certain amount of people inside the doctor's office at a time. So she had to stand outside on a line waiting to go inside the doctor's office. She said once she got inside that there was only about 15 people inside the office. So I guess that was their capacity. Oh, that's my wife there. She's like, I did not have fun. Kept my eye on her standing out outside, and we were texting, communicating through text messages, and she was relaying to me everything that was going on at the doctor's office. But all in all, she was there for about an hour, and that was all. Wasn't that long. Then after we came from the doctor's office, we went to the pizza shop. That didn't look like it had as many restrictions as the doctor's office, but we went in, got a whole pizza pie, and we enjoyed it. Our time out of the house as a family. We're a family of seven and a dog. Pizza Shop, I think, is one of the cheapest places where you can get pizza. You can get anything. Because the pizza, like just to get a pizza pie, is only $18. That's a large pie. So I thought that was like really cool. Sometimes we'll get like two pies, so everybody can have like two slices each. Or sometimes we don't eat as much, me and my wife, so the kids can have what they want. It's one of the cheaper things that you can buy, cheaper meals that you can have, like a lunch or a dinner with the family. Forget about fast food. Fast food, you might as well give them your whole paycheck. You go to McDonald's with a big family, you coming out of there spending 50, 60, $70, and you're still hungry after you finish. I love pizza shops, and we love home cooked meals. Home cooked meals are the best. Feed the whole family. Everyone's full. Have snacks. What this guy doing? I see you, buddy. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. That's the name of the game. Remember, it was a song by, I want to say Mystical, but it's not Mystical. Ludacris. That's who made that song. And it's called Move. Get out the way. Get out the way. Oh, that song is nice. And sometimes try not to play it. 'Cause you play that type of song while you driving, and that's not what you want to do. You want to drive slow, speed limit. Sometimes they get into your head while you're driving, and you start going faster than you're supposed to. Me, I drive slow when I'm talking. Like if I'm talking to somebody, whether it's on the phone or in the car, sometimes my foot comes off the pedal. I don't even know. I'm driving about 40 miles an hour on the highway. And I only know when people start beeping at me, they're like, oh, I should not talk so much. Go a little faster on the highway. Oh, a clutch shift? Ooh, can't do that. I don't know how to drive stick shift. I'm driving a Camaro now, and I got the automatic one. I was looking for this car for a long time, and I finally found one that was regular transmission, automatic. Took me a while to find it. One dealership told me they had it. I went all the way to the dealership, and it was stick. I said, dude, I asked you for automatic. Can't drive stick. He offered to teach me, but I go through so many of those clutches, I burn. I'm bad boys. I just like putting the car in drive and going. The car has enough power. I didn't get the SS. I got the RS. It still has like the big engine. That's four tailpipes, whatever them things do. I don't know. I just know it has power. This guy looks like he has a big thing of stuff in the back of his pickup. I think it snows so much. It did snow up in the mountains. I'm coming out of the mountains now. I'm going back to the city. But we like to come up into the mountains to shoot some videos. We don't have to go really far for the snow. You get snow very early in the season, and it gets plentiful around late December, early January. You get plentiful, loads and loads of snow where you can shoot a lot of videos. A lot of people that like to go winter camping on the East Coast come over here to these mountains. You can go upstate, New York, Jersey, Pennsylvania. You can go up into those mountains and you get a lot. And it's crazy to see as you come down out of the mountain, as you come down out of the mountain, you uh, you see it's less snow, which is kind of remarkable. I always thought it was amazing where you're coming down. Sometimes it's snowing up in the mountain, and you come out of the mountain and it's rain or clear once you get into the cities. Am I back on? Got kicked off for a second. Oh, if you can, share that link with the family so that they can come on for a second and give me a little shout out, a little howdy. Keep me some company on this long drive. I shot 3 videos while we were up there in the mountain. They they all uploaded to YouTube with like scheduled dates to be public. And that's a great feature. Every time we come up, we shoot 3, 4, 5, 6 videos. This time we got a little occupied because we had doctor's appointments and everything else, so we didn't have that much time up there. So we was only able to shoot about 3 videos. Uh, but the prep, I should have recorded the prep. The prep was like another video. Next time, we going on a few more long trips. Like we take like these winter camping trips, but I don't know if it's winter in Texas. Anybody know if Texas has seasons or if it's considered a winter in Texas? I don't know. I know one guy said it was 35 degrees. That's pretty much winter to me. If you go 35 degrees, you need a jacket walking around. But last year they had that Texas freeze. That thing was wild. I was like, whoa, that thing looked cold over there. Everything was freezing over. I know people in the RVs, I know they know how to self-contain, but the people in the houses, it's like they were not used to like temperatures like that. That was like extreme cold. People in RVs, you know, you kind of used to going into situations like that without even knowing you're used to going into situations like that. Because if you have an RV and you use it frequently, you know how to self-contain. Especially like if you boondocking somewhere, and boondocking is just you don't have shore power, you don't have a water connection. You're using whatever your RV has in it to sustain yourself. So it's like if you're traveling and you stop in a rest area, or you stop on the side of the road, or you stop in on BLM land, Bureau of Land Management, and there's no hookups, and you have water, you're able to use your toilet, you're able to power your rig with a generator, solar power, or some sort of a power. That's all considered boondocking. So like, when they went through that Texas thing there, I know a couple of YouTubers that were over there, and they were able to put up some videos. And man, they really got a lot of views with that because you can put views up now and still see what was going on over there. I still see new videos that I've never seen before, which is like really cool. I just stop for gas. The trip is like really long, especially when you get into a little bit of traffic. It's a really long trip, but what can you do? But yeah, sorry about that. Started thinking about how long this trip is. Got another. What time is it here? Should have enough time. So I want to stop and get something to eat, maybe another thing to drink, or I can get it once I get in. I'll stop the video when I go get gas, but I'll wait till I get closer to the city to get gas. But yeah, I'm gonna try to do these lives once or twice a week. I don't even know if that's enough, but they say you have to do some lives every now and again, and it's fine. I don't mind going live. I mean, it gets you guys to see me outside of the fixed video. You get to see a live version of who I am. So it's not too bad. You probably see me when I have a fresh haircut as opposed to the videos when they come in at the end of my work week where I'm not shaved. Like I shave in the beginning and the middle, and then towards the end I don't shave until I have to go back into work. So by the end of the week I'm looking tore up from the floor up. But that's how it is. Wow, this one already went for like 29 minutes. That's not bad. And how do you guys get music on here? Last time I was playing music from the radio. I don't think that you're allowed to do that. It's trying to just play like beats or anything like that. But I see YouTube have something down there that has music where you can use music from their category and you'll be fine. But you cannot use music from another source unless it's something generic and free. So that's what I'm trying to figure out now. I'm still dabbling into all of this, I'm still new with this. I just got the Mac Pro. Thank you to my wife, my lovely wife. Bought me the MacBook Air, I think it's called. It's probably finished uploading the last of the 3 videos that we shot this weekend, which was pretty cool. And I don't even know how to delete things on that MacBook. It's like I have things on there, like when I upload the videos, I want to delete the video, then like off the computer because it's already on YouTube. I don't have any purpose for it. but I don't know how to delete it. So I'm gonna go on YouTube and search that, how to delete items off the MacBook. It's easy to use though. I like it. And the only thing that I really do on it is the videos. I was using my phone and my iPad, but then I saw that it was a lot of things that I couldn't do even when I was on the iPad. The iPad gave me more options to do things, but it didn't give me the amount of things that you can do on the Mac Pro, which I found very nice. The Mac Pro is like, I still don't understand that. Like, why the Mac Air didn't allow me to do as much as with the Mac Pro. I mean, the iPad Air, the same working systems, right? So I don't care. I have both. They both work as the same purpose. And the iPad I take with me to work because I can use that. I can take it out, use it. The Mac Air is like it takes up a little more space once you open it up. I'm in the vehicle all day, so the iPad is more convenient to maneuver with, to handle. So I'd rather have the iPad. How you guys doing with your channels? I hope everybody's channel is healthy and doing well. I tried to go over and leave comments on everybody's videos. I try to check everybody out, look at the videos, try to watch all the ads too because I know that's revenue source. And I try to keep you guys watch hours up as well. So even if I'm sitting down, like I'm sitting down at work, I annoy most of my coworkers because I'll be doing something and I just leave the video playing. Like I'm watching it, but then I have to do something and I don't pause it. I just let it keep playing. Or I don't stop it, and I come back and I finish watching it. Sometimes I watch it twice just so that your view count can go up and your watch hours can go up, and the content is like very nice too. Just looking at different people's content, even people that is into RVing, I love to see like different styles. How they decorate, how they move about with the RV. I like looking at people with like big families and how they get around with the RV. Sometimes it's really well, we're used to it because we used to go around in a 12-seater van that we converted, and 12-seater van is nice too. I miss that. Sometimes I miss it. Like whenever you get into the new vehicle, you miss something about the old vehicle, and the space was nice. I really don't miss anything else because this new family vehicle that we have, the Chevy Tahoe. Oh my God, that thing is it's a beautiful beast. But the other car that we had would have been able to tow a bigger rig, but it had its limitations. It was only rear wheel drive. It didn't handle well in the snow. It was terrible in the snow. It didn't have its own internet package. It didn't come with anything. It was like very bare. We had to put everything in it. So it was very bare. This new Tahoe, it came with everything. The Max trailering package came with entertainment for the kids, came with internet, and it has, I mean, you have to pay an extra fee for the internet. It's only like $15 a month, but you have unlimited internet. And I'm pretty sure when they made that unlimited internet, they didn't have in mind families like ours, where we take these long road trips and we use the internet a lot. Um, but the download and upload speeds are not that fast. Like when I hook up my iPad to the car on my phone, it goes into like a low data mode. So that's how slow it is. Like if you have a hotspot on your phone, you turn your hotspot on, it's about the same speed as your hotspot on your phone, but it's still usable. You know, I'm able to stream TV from it, kids stream games, and you can connect up to 7 devices. It's an 8-seater car, and you can connect 7 devices, and they did that purposely because they don't want the driver distracted or watching the internet or something like that. So you get 7 spots where you can hook up and use the Wi-Fi in the car. Sometimes the kids, like depending if we were traveling long distance, they were able to do their homeschooling and the back. We bought all of these devices to hook up to the car too, um, for the kids, like desks and everything like that. But they don't use them much anymore. And it was a good idea because if you have the desk, you can have your table, you have your car, your books. It had slots for everything. Worked really, really well. It was nice. They used it for about maybe a year, and then we upgraded to better things. They were using their iPads before. Now they have their own nice sized Chromebooks. We got them from Best Buy. Schools, they used to offer them, but I didn't like the ones the school had. They had like small ones, and it's like you couldn't do anything on it. And my kids, I like to have nice sized ones and be able to do more than just the schoolwork on it. So we went to Best Buy and we got the Chromebooks from there. They're not that expensive either. Really nice. But that's what we use for them. And it works seamlessly with doing the schooling, the homeschool. Works good. They're able to type a lot of their documents right into the program. I prefer them to write in their notebooks, and then we take pictures and upload them into the program just so that, their penmanship works a lot better. It's like I'm straining when I'm driving on. I need to poop. Big people in here. I'll take 2 people over no people. 2 people always better than no people. Throw your hands up if you're still in here. And this is a long scenic drive here. I'm back in the city now, not too far. But I make this drive a couple times, 2 times. It's about it. For a while. It's nice to get out of the city every now and again. Just hitting the road. Gives you a lot of free time. So I feel sorry for my wife taking the trip. She made it. Kids be on her back. But me get a little break. I get to drive this route piece, especially like during the daytime hours where you get to see a lot of the scenery. Hey, buddy. Yep, yep. I love long drives too. You get to see like the scenery much better than at night where you don't see much. You see the landscaping, you see the changes in the trees and the grass as the seasons change. In the colder months, you can actually see the mountains. It's really nice. And then when the spring comes, you see the trees filling in, the mountains become hidden by the leaves and the flowers growing. I mean, each time you look at it, it's like a different thing to look at when you're driving through. And I love the roadways when you're driving and just the different uh, architecture of each of the highways is really nice. I like it when you go far southeast too. The highways look much different than here in the city, northeast. Man, I can't wait to go to the West Coast. Oh, that's going to be so much fun just to see like this is a different culture, same American culture, but just different. Can't wait to see that. That's coming up sooner than later. We're doing a few trips here on the East Coast, and that's fun. But just to see the West Coast, that's gonna be a big thing for me. There's so much to see over there, and even over here on the East Coast, we're only staying coastal. Like as we're traveling, we didn't go inland yet. Um, Next week we're gonna go probably inland, because we're gonna go like maybe Tennessee. Where else are we going? Mississippi, I think Alabama. I don't know if we touched Louisiana. We may touch Louisiana, but these are all states that I've never been to. So of course I'm going to be stopping in those states, taking pictures, shooting videos, FaceTiming family, just to tell them about my trip going into the South. Again, I'm a member of Thousand Trails. I get to visit all of these states for free with the package that they provide. They have a trails collection, they have zone add-ons, and for under $700 for the year, you can purchase a zone and camp for free. 14 days. You can stay in the system, and you have to stay out for 7 days. That's a cheaper package. If you're working full time and you're not RVing full time, it's a brilliant no-brainer. It's even a brilliant no-brainer if you're full time inside of here. The package I have, you can stay in the system 14 days. I never stay in for 14 days because I don't have vacation that long. The most I stay in is about 8 or 9 days, and then I'm out for maybe a week. Then I'll go back in for like 2 days, 3 days. But these are just the small vacations or small trips that we do over time. But it's very cheap. You can go as many times as you want under your membership in that zone, and staying within the qualifications. And you've been camping nearly every week and every vacation since July. I can't wait to renew. This is great. We had the Southeast package as our original package, and then we added the Northeast zone for $65, and that was great too. So we can go to so many states and camp for free. It's all up and down the Northeast and Southeast. You get for free, and Texas is included, Louisiana, Tennessee, Mississippi, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Connecticut, New York, and much, much more. There's so many states that's all involved in that package. Now, we may add another package when we go to the Midwest, because it's only $65. So I have to see which campground we're going to go to and I'll add that package along the route because we can stay in a couple of campgrounds on our route going down. And they drive somewhere, stay for a couple of days, and then drive to another campground and stay for a couple of days just to explore different states, different campgrounds in different states. That vacation, we're gonna spend about 20 days on the road. That's gonna be the longest that we spent in the RV as a family on the road. But that's gonna be fun. It's gonna happen in the summer too, that West Coast trip. So I know it's gonna be burning over there. I wonder if the Midwest gets as hot as the North and Southeast. North and Southeast is like coastal, and Midwest is like mostly inland. So I'm thinking it gets warmer there because it's water gets inland. But we'll see. We'll have fun. We will have fun. Stop around here. We're not going to stop. We're going to keep trucking along. This is a long drive. Wonder how the truckers, they stay on the road for a long time. Like, I'm at work, I'm on the road, but I'm not like on the highway. And I'm not driving all the time. Drive, stop, get out, stretch my legs, walk around, drive some stop, get out, walk around, stretch my legs. It's like a repetitive thing. These truck drivers, they just move. It's telling me to breathe. Everybody has an Apple Watch and it gives you these reminders to work out. You can still do it. I'd be like, shut up. I don't feel like working out today. I just got a reminder that told me to breathe. I feel like saying, oh, I forgot. I didn't think I stopped. But that's like a reminder to take deep breaths. Go deep breaths, deep breaths. I wonder how many times you can go live in a day. Let's Google that. One that you can go live like 2 times during a day. I think I saw somebody go live twice in a day. That wasn't bad, but still wondering how many times you can go live in a day, or if they have restrictions on how many times you can go live during a week. I see some people doing it like every 2 days. I see some other people doing it once a week, but like I'm guessing that we can do it like every couple of days. Because I know they said you have to get your watch hours up, and we love creating videos, but I don't know that the videos on its own will get you the watch hours that you need. So I was thinking to do some of these videos, and these videos somehow, if you do like 1 hour and you have a certain amount of views inside your chat, inside your video viewing, it goes up dramatically fast. One time I streamed for 1 hour and it gave me nearly 10 hours of view time just because the amount of people that were viewing the material. So that was pretty cool too. I don't mind doing that. What do you guys take long drives? Drives all the time. down there. My water was sipping. Got my snacks in the bag. Driving wrong. I got another probably hour to go, but I'm not gonna do another live for another hour. I'm gonna still here for another 10 minutes. 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes. And that's gonna be it. And I'm still testing out this suction device I have holding the camera. It works really good hooked up to the window. I may just leave it right here on the window. It didn't work too good on the dashboard, but it works brilliantly on the window. And we go on our long trip, I'll probably use the same thing too. You can get the back of the car, everybody can get in. The dog usually tries to get in too. He tries to sneak in with his little head. Well, he got a big head now. He got to sneak in and get in on the action too. It's my dog. You'll see him tonight when I get up. Gotta go to the pharmacy first. Pick up the scripts. Then head back in. Got a text this morning saying that the scripts were ready, but we weren't close to our house, so we didn't get it. But we'll be close to the house tonight, so I'll get it tonight. Pick up all the scripts. Then we'll be good for our vacation. That will be coming up. Gonna do some films and some reviews of the vacation. We're gonna do some more winter boondocking videos. I like the boondocking. That gets a lot of attention, a lot of boondocking. I try to like search for a lot of boondocking. There's not a lot of videos out there. You know, you have some, but it's not a lot. And the winter camping too, I love that, but it's not a lot of videos. I mean, when people get caught out there in like these extreme situations, then you see their videos pop up. But besides that, it's not a lot. But it's crazy because when I go to the campgrounds, there's so many people that they stay long term there, but they don't have channels. And I talk to them all the time and laugh about it. I'm like, I search for videos, I don't see it. I said, I know it's people out here. Like people make it seem like it's so scary to winter camping that you're gonna break your rig. And I'm like, I don't think that's totally true because there's so many people when we go winter camping. There's so many people out there with their rigs and they don't break and they're out there in the winter. I could see something happening if you just leave your rig sitting there and you're not doing anything to keep it warm and prevent pipes from freezing, then yeah, things are going to go wrong in the rig. But if you have your lines properly heated and your rig properly heated, you'll be fine. I remember when we first got to the park and I hooked up the water, my water to the front of the RV was frozen. The front faucet wasn't working, but that was only because it just froze. It worked when we got there. Like it came out, but then it froze, and that was because it wasn't warm enough in that area where the water was coming. So I just had to open up the cabinet where the kitchen sink was and let the heat go inside of there so that it would keep it warm. But once the whole RV was warm, we didn't have an issue. So we just have to remember to make sure that the RV is warm before we turn on that water. Or you put a pipe, not a pipe, you put a ceramic heater directly blowing to where the pipes are for the kitchen. The bathroom, that was nice and toasty over there. We had no issues. Water was coming out as soon as we connected it, but we have a heater that's in the bathroom because the bathroom is on the furthest part of the RV, away from everything. So that's where we always put a heater in there. It has ventilation from the furnace on the floor, but sometimes we don't use that right away. But we're gonna start using it right away just to get the cold off the camper when we get there. When our camper is stored, we have uh, we have the heat on. We keep it at about 60 degrees when we're not using it. And of course, we don't use the propane. We bought a electric heater with a thermostat. It's a reliable heater. We tested it. It had good reviews, and it cuts off once it gets to the temperature you want. And it doesn't cost much electricity because it's doesn't produce much wattage, but we have solar power, so it runs off the solar, so it's not costing us much or anything, which is pretty cool. Guys didn't get solar yet, you should go try looking into it. Solar is really, really good. And the winter, you still get it. Even though it's not much sun, you still got sun. You got daylight, you got sun. It's still giving you energy. And on a cold day, it can be below freezing. If there's sunlight, put some ice in that sunlight, it's going to melt a little bit. So that means there's energy coming off that sun to melt that ice. Same thing goes for your solar panels. It can be cold outside, it can be winter, but that sun is still beaming on that solar panel, giving it energy. I drink some, so it's just me yapping away. Yapping, I like to drink a little bit of this water. I don't know what type of water. This sort of store had like waters in it. I drink any type of water. I don't care. This could be faucet water. Still tastes good. It's still drinking. It's only like $2 for about 24. So I jumped on that and grabbed that to get the 24 bottles for $2. We go camping. Most times we don't drink out of the fresh water tank. But to sanitize it um, when the weather. We have a 40-gallon tank, so we usually use that 40-gallon tank. Take like I think for each 40 gallons, use like a cup of bleach, a cup of Clorox, and you dilute that water with that. You can let it sit in your fresh water tank. Some people let it sit for a couple of hours or overnight, and then you just drain it out. And once you drain it out, that's your tank flush. It's a cool procedure. It's not that hard to do. Some people do it once, some people do it twice, and some people may ask, how do you flush it? How do you flush it out? You use a local drain to like just drain it out for $40. Like on a rainy day, just let it come out to the ground, I guess. Or you can, I don't recommend flushing it down the toilet because that toilet a lot of the times have issues because it's brittle. It through the toilet, it would destroy it. So I probably just let it come out of the no point drains. All of the things in your bathroom, they recommend you don't use Clorox or bleach on in the RV. So it's better to let it come out of your no point drain. Just drain out of there. No biggie, no foul, no biggie. Biggie, biggie, biggie. Can't you see? Why is this car going so slow in front of me? Sometimes they go fast, sometimes they go slow. I say, don't get in my way no more. That's not one of my best skills. I'm not that artistic when it comes to that. My brother's much better at rap. I have one brother that's good at rap, another brother that's good at singing. Totally skipped me. Good at like other things. Good at like problem solving. Good at fixing things. Found later on in life, I'm good at things with my hands. Found out about much later in life. Used to pay everybody to do things for me. Put up a curtain, install furniture and everything. And then once you own property, there's a lot of things that you have to fix and put together. And I discovered that you can spend a fortune trying to get people to fix it for you. And it costs almost nothing to fix it yourself. So that's what I started doing. I started fixing things myself and realizing that it wasn't so hard. Some things were very time consuming, but it wasn't as hard to do as I originally thought it would be. And even with the RV, some things, that's not really time consuming in an RV. It looks like a lot of the things to fix are like quite simple. I don't think like there's a lot of complexity when it comes to RV. A lot of things are just screw in, screw off, and the RV is man-made. Not like a lot of parts are made with a machine. Walls, floors, plumbing, all your fixtures, they look like they bought from a shop and they just installed the RV. Kitchen sink is like a regular kitchen sink. The bathroom sink is like a regular bathroom sink. The toilet is not your conventional toilet, but it's an RV toilet that's very simple to fix. The piping is simple. The clamping of the hoses is simple. Everything is like really simple. And some of these pieces, they have the screw clamps and not those other clamps that you click on. Like most of your water, when you get your RV, they have the pegs, and the pegs just fit on to a lot of the things into the RV. And you clamp the you clamp the piece around the peg just to tighten it on the fixture so that the water doesn't seep through. But a lot of the pieces that when you replace them, you just tighten them up with a screwdriver. Come with just like a screw clamp. It's not bad. We have a pool that we have to maintain, and we use screw clamps with those to tighten and loosen. And I bought a bag of the screw clamps from Lowe's or Home Depot. Well, we went to Lowe's. It was like maybe $20 for like a box. It wasn't bad at all. But those clamps, those same clamps that you use inside of the pool, you can't use those in an RV because the RV, the pegs are smaller. They even smaller than your household pegs. They're a little bit small. I think it's like a half inch in the house. It's a quarter inch in the RV. So sometimes you got to get like a different clamp to fix the pegs in the RV. But it's like nearly the same. This having an RV, it really prepares you. Like if you're gonna have a house later on, because you'll run into a lot of issues in your house, and you don't have to call a plumber because you will know how to fix it. Plumbers nowadays, oh my God, they charging you $400 just to come out to diagnose the problem. So you're looking at the last time a plumber came to a house, they charged us over $900 to fix a leak that we had, and it was just a matter of changing some of the pegs and the clamps. That was it. Pegs and clamps, dollars, cents from Lowe's and Home Depot, but you paying for the labor. So having an RV, you get to learn how to fix all of these things, so that you can fix them in your house when they go wrong. And once you look at the plumbing system, you'll see it's very simple. It's usually a valve to turn the water off, and you can replace any fixture that is having an issue. You clamp the peg back on after you replace it, and turn the water back on and see if you fix the leak. I think calling a plumber now, once you know how to do it, is probably your last resort, because that plumber coming in now probably has your experience or a little more than your experience. But like when I do get a plumber to come over, like the older plumbers, they're usually not trying to break your pocket compared to the younger plumbers that come to your home. The younger plumbers, they try to charge you for everything. I'm gonna charge you for breathing air in your house. So that's why I fix everything. I try to fix everything myself. And if I have to use a plumber, I'll use a older plumber, more experienced plumber. Because most of these things are like really cheap to fix, and if they have to fix extra peg, they're not gonna charge you $100 per fixture like some other younger ones do. Man, right now, I've been driving for about an hour now. Usually I have like a cup of coffee, but I had the coffee before I started the video, so that usually keeps me up and my eyes awake while we drive. Sometimes I play some tunes. You can't play tunes while you do it live. Still get a copyright claim, even though the live version is private. Uh, once you until you get like 1,000 subscribers, which are pretty close to. I think I'm at the 700 now, and you need to be up to 1,000 before more things open up. 500, you're allowed to like make posts on YouTube, which is like really cool. It starts being like other social media apps that allow you to post things, but they give you everything right away. YouTube is like different achievements that you have to get before you can do a lot of the things. But realize when you post often and you engage with the community and offer your help and your assistance, you grow. Some people grow really fast. Some other people it takes time, but you just have to stay with it. You grow really fast. You still have to keep your audience entertained. So it has some downfalls because you start off really high. You don't have like much wiggle room. You just have to stay up there. Watch a couple of channels that blew up really fast. I mean, they're really really good though. You have the Adventure Bandits. They're really really good. They went through some tragedy, but they overcame the tragedy and they bought another RV and they have like a really really good channel. Try to watch their videos every time they come out. I believe they uploaded one yesterday about snow, like being like snowbird or something. I didn't get to watch it yet. I'm gonna watch it tonight. Then also watch Happily Ever Hanks. I like that. That's my favorite channel, Happily Ever Hanks. They it's with Nene, Carl, and Dexter, their cat. They have a beast of a truck, nice fifth wheel, and they have interesting content too. They do meetups. Adventure Bandits do meetups too. And those are really cool channels to watch. Venture at the Universe, the one that I watch sometimes too. But I really like watching channels that looks like normal people doing it, and it looks attainable. It looks makes the life look attainable for people. Just traveling. I was one Lola Honeymoon. I haven't seen him put something up in a little bit. Wow. Let's go on their channel just to see. Maybe it's just not coming up on my phone. Changing names is a good one too. I think it's another one. They get together a lot. Me and Irene or something like that. Travel in their class A, and they go with changing names too a lot of places. Another thing you start when you watch these channels is that some of these people they grew up and they live right near you. Like, oh man. It's like if they ever see your channel, they realize, oh shoot, they live right next to us. They live to each other sometimes. Like we're all over the place. We're in New York, we're in PA, right down to North Carolina, all that. So we feel like a lot of places on the East Coast. It's really cool. I think it's better than cool. But about to end this live in about 10 minutes. Just wanted to see, testing out the live, testing out this sucker thing that's on a thing. Do these driving vlogs. I'll be like uh, twice a week. Some weeks it may be one, but depending on how the week turns, it may be two. Maybe two depending on how you look at the week, or maybe one depending on how you look at the week. My days they are funny. I know you have 7 days in a week, and most people work Monday to Friday. Most times I don't work Monday to Friday, so when I'm off from work, that's when I go on my long drives. When I'm off, and then when I go back. Um, but besides that, it's only short drives for me. So I record like no too long drives. My blog, my driving blogs, and it may happen once a week or twice a week, depending on how you look at the week. It can happen like on a Monday, again on a Thursday. You're like, well, you posted 2 videos a week, but it could also happen on a Friday, then again on a Monday. But depending on how you look at the week, it may be once a week. Depending on my days off, no matter how you look at it, it'll be twice a week. The schedule is just so confusing for people that's like not in the field. My family still don't know where to go. Sometimes I don't even know where to go. Sometimes I just work so much for the past 3 weeks. All these little birds flying. Pick up my check, almost fell out there. Woo! But you got no time to spend money because you're working so much. I only have a couple of more years of work and then I retire. They look like Air Force One there. Is that Air Force One? Not Air Force One. Those helicopters that the president uses. Because he usually has one. Then there's one for the reporters you see on TV. That looks like that. Must be doing something over there. I don't know where they're going, but they were just hovering above the sky there. It's nice to see. I don't know if any of you guys ever had the chance to meet the president or any president. It's a really cool thing, and it's something that may only happen once in a person's lifetime, or may never happen, never in a person's lifetime. You know, it happened to me 3 times in my lifetime where I was able to meet presidents, which was pretty cool. Something that you will never forget. See their motorcade driving through, see the security detail assigned to them. So it's really, really nice. Just be like, wow. And then the roar, the aura in the community. Then the president comes and just the awe factor, the street closures. It's a beautiful thing. It's just nice to see, to take in, and had the pleasure of seeing that on multiple occasions. It's really nice. Something that most people would never get to experience. We can see it on TV. It's one thing, but when you're actually there, witnessing it live, it's breathtaking. It's really, really nice. That's something that only a select few would be able to see. But the ones that did see it gives you a lifetime of stories to tell your children. Like, there's one time in band camp, and you can tell them, and they'd be like, "Wow, Daddy, was it true? Did you do that?" You're like, "Yeah, son, I did that." "Oh yeah, my daughter, I did that." Out of long stories. Camping also gives them long stories too. Or you can tell your stories at the camp. But my kids, they be in that room in the camp playing their video games. They don't care about none of these stories. They're like, "Daddy, we know all of these stories." So you meet new camping buddies, you can tell them the stories. Tell you stories about their jobs. I meet a lot of linemen, like the people that work on the poles. I meet a lot of them camping too. They do a lot of work on the road, so they travel from state to state doing lines wherever they can find contracts. It's high paying jobs. And I meet a lot of traveling nurses. That's very high paying too, and you traveling while you're finding jobs, which is nice. All right, guys, I'm about to pull out and get some gas right now, so I'm gonna end the live here. Thank you guys for coming on, and I'll be on again in a couple of days. But just wanted to thank you guys for spending time with me. I hate to end it now where it's like so many people in here, but I don't want to drag on because I can just keep dragging on. I have my cup of coffee already, so I can just keep dragging on for like I don't even know how long, but I can keep going. But I just want to thank you guys for coming in. and spending time with me and hanging out, listening to me to blab. But until next time, I'm Ricky from the Smalls RV Adventures. We have a video coming out tomorrow. It's a winter camping video where I was in the campground. I'm reviewing heated water hose. Last video I previewed it very briefly. This one is going to be an in-depth winter camping video. So hope you guys enjoy and have a great day. And my wife is telling me to text her. See you guys later. Until next time. Peace out. Now, how do I end this thing? How do I end this? What do I press? What do I press?